Okay, if we all have to claim some just pulled treason ass department because he wanted to pull treason and gave it to us, somewhere along the line, we are instructed to prove that. Now, it's not being acted because, whatever said reasons. But I am trying to study with some moral ethics. And if people are like, well, I can subjectively apply whatever ethics I need to defend these children. Yeah. If it comes to it, I'm going to sell nothing. Because I needed to get a few more seconds. And yeah, not ethical. But from what it sounds like, 34,000 reporters to be the more high ground, which started out at going on the more low ground, which James then chased in the more low ground, is the point. So you're gonna take you with them to my paid for place, right? Okay, if there's a credit card company, this is why I didn't want to use it. There's a robbery outside of Richmond Mall. And if it's set up to keep on going robbery, well, no cash for anybody, I would suggest. But I'm trying to, So, are you going to shoot me? Or are you going to arrest me? Because you just made me go brinkmanship. Historically, if I'm the president for a millisecond, I had responsibility. And you wanted pre-crime, you told to me pre-crime is illegal. Okay. You made a movie, Minority Report, about it. Okay, that's nice. It's all great. At some point, you either lied to a perceiving federal agent that my gun and badge is in your box because you're saying now that it's illegally there. It's the only reason why I put it in a lockbox. Okay. Is this going somewhere? Because you just watched that from space. Even if you're not going to say it, that's what happened. Because I just rearranged and you went down it. So put your hand on your gun and come on. No, because you want me to ambush you with a bow and arrow. I explained that to you. Do you conversationally disregard a nation? And if so, at any point, are you actually going to be bringing a legal justice that isn't in any other favor? Because I'm trying to say that. And that's what I'm saying. Because you said go out and say under these guidelines with a rule book that says no explosives, drugs, or crime inside the jail. Sent that to the FBI. They're like, well, no, duh. And gave it back to you. I'm earlier drew the line. I'm still going through your conversational line. And I know you might not be talking. I'm basically looking at a bush and talking to a bush. You're about to say I'm high on the same substance I have reported to my father was given to me by whoever. Okay. I watched a scary movie called Melissa. If you want to watch a scary movie, watch a scary movie. I then turned on softcore porn and called her again. At some point, she was calling me to chill, smoke marijuana, to fulfill a bail duty of yours. Even if she's not, that's what it looks like. And my parents have always told me that she might be a lovely girl, sweet-hearted, and honest as all get out, but she doesn't undrive you crazy. And that's what I was like, okay, if I'm going mental because of her actions, Okay, I'm able to deal with that. But you also slammed on me some get pregnant multiple times last idea. And when I went to request that, you had already thrown me into some, like, you got to do it again. And I did, just because at the end, if that's what I have to go through, I'm not trying to do any of that. I knew you needed some big, huge fucking carnival fest that says, look at your father. And look, yeah. So, point to yourself. It's hot outside. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. And I did. No. I'm not waiting anymore. I am standing, and you just either did or didn't. That's what I'm saying. Because, yeah, everything I've said to you is being handed to them. Then I should have never done anything else. Because, yeah, I felt like that situation was occurring. And then you probably went out of your way to fulfill it after an attack by an arranged assault and battery group. It's also a robbery group. And when I went to CVS to pull your purse job, I also went inside and called the police to say I don't want a purse steal. Because I can tell you the truth on how that is there. $40 out of the closet. Now, I've already paid for my legal fees. If you know the exact number, don't tell it to me. Because at some point I was using it to sell marijuana. And buy marijuana. But I also bought a present for yes or no. Okay. If I'm being thrown to nobles to stand around and lull about, it seems that you like the pony carnival or the merry-go-round. And you're either I'm the last one that anybody wants to ride on, or I'm the first one because it looks the worst, coolest, or that's what I'm saying. It's a merry-go-round. And if you want me to keep getting on your merry-go-round to play a merry-go-round game where it is a merry-go-round game of just natural existence, avoiding trouble, to not be in trouble. Like, hey, James, trying to get in trouble? Not really. Okay. And it's what I'm telling you. And I'm not trying to listen because now you too are deceiving. And I'm trying to claim that at somewhere I went in to stay alive with this whole responsibility as a detective or a homicide investigator or whatever the fuck it is. And every time legally I'm not about to hear anything. What? You're watching me from space. I'm trying to pull up my basketball shorts. This is basically what I'm addressing. Or do you want me to do this all naked again? Because you seem to like watching me shower, watching my underside, bouncing off the carpet, and everything else. And that's the gamble. Because it's already was that way. Because look, I'm going to show you what I was going off of. And if it ain't, I'm guessing it's not, because I've already done it that way. Okay? And you're not going to approve of it because you're not trying to hear about it. Don't tell the White House to send that to anybody if it was illegal. I mean, yeah, okay. Okay. Volume aside, You're not about to accept anything. Alright? This is what I'm saying. This is what, and you're claiming a raw mode up my ass. I was already like, well, that's a dog. That's a bone. And that's definitely me. And I'm an ugly son of a bitch, even now. So, that's what I kept the other way. And if you wanted me to be thrown in, that's the picture I was going off of. Because it's pretty damn close. And if it's a cute picture, that's what I'm saying. But what was going on is bathtubs, kissing mouths, all types of crazy shit. Yeah. That, like, is handicapped to the maximum. And I reported it when it came my way. How reports proceed is how reports proceed. Now, I've done anything. You keep claiming I'm not supposed to be alive. That sounds like the pretenses for what I explained over there about if one was to. Okay? Because in theory, anything, if one was to, yeah, so throw me down backwards on the stairs. Magnets. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when I'm clicking them, somehow it's relevant. I'm not tricking you. I'm trying to stand my ground. And I'm knowing how it usually goes. So I'm going to put it down and just let it roll. Because look, I'm about to pull out the example magnet. Because at some point I was at school just like everybody else. And some days, obviously not. But you have gone into detail that you knew exactly what times when I wasn't in school at home doing whatever it was that I was doing, somebody has seen it and gone into detail to all of you. And I don't exactly want to know, shake your hand anyway. So, you have a white dress. And if not, that's what Rachel Conway said. She has to go and now pick your dingleberries. Now, even if that's true, I'm not trying to. But, at some point, you are, like, hoping I go into masturbate. And when I masturbate, you and I were trying to get it on an interpreted level. Okay? And if that's the way it is, and, okay. But, robots, tubes, whatever, canines, balls, equestrian birds, shit, and fish. I'm not saying shit because you now push and push and push and push and push and throw. Alright? Because I'm over here. You're not grabbing my sweatshirt, spin, throwing me down. So train away. When it comes down to it, I'm surrendering to any subjective officers. And you're not going to let me present YouTube, Facebook, or any other written example. What's the point of even using a legal department other than to go through with what I'm explaining is in the past tense? And then you gave the guidelines to everybody that basically it's reverting back to what created it. And you have done already historically ass raping that I have to rescue people. Now, that was either a joke, which probably is, in your ass raping prisons. Yeah, I'm not trying to say they exist. Alright? But not anymore, because this is a shitload of killing and death. And if it is what it is, bricks up, guns up, do what up. Because I'm going to scratch my dick and do it without smelling it this time, alright? So, if you got a hoochie or a vag, don't touch it. Don't pee out of it. Don't wipe it. Don't underwear it. Don't come near me with it. You got a dinkle, a chode, a fucking penis, and you want to go wank it to a girl's ass photo, the problem would be, social relationships ebb and flow. They come, they go.